If you're trying to explain technical things to your family or friends, at least if you can say, I'm producing this product and this is what it does, it just makes it a lot more interesting. I do like the tangible nature of being in manufacturing.
Anteotech is a specialist chemistry company. In the life sciences, our IP supports the development of diagnostic tests and research. In clean energy technology, we're focusing on supporting the development of high silicon content batteries. High silicon content enables batteries to become smaller, lighter, and with the technology we're using, also cheaper. R&D is where all innovation starts. What we develop here will be applied downstream in manufacturing. Energy storage is critical in turning the tide. Obviously in Australia we're blessed with a lot of sun and solar and wind, but that is only good if the sun's shining when we need the energy. So we do need to look at solutions of storing that energy for when we can or want to use it at other times. So having batteries that perform and can store large amounts of energy are critical in us moving to a clean energy future.
I feel very passionate about the whole renewable aspect. We are exploring, everybody's exploring the right way of renewable energy to develop and to implement. So the first step of making a battery, we get the active material, the binder, the conductive additives. We mix them all together to end up with a slurry. We take the slurry, we start coating it on copper foil. We punch a desk, and that desk will get weighed. So the next step is the assembly of the battery. We get the anode that we produce here, a separator, a cathode, and we have to put electrolytes, ensure that the ions going through. We seal the battery and voila, you have a battery. Then we test the battery to monitor the cycle life, and we always aim for 80% capacity retention and the cycling depending on the parameters that we choose. And then we analyze the data and we're hoping for the longest cycling life.
The quality management system, QMS, is my baby, and now it's just my job to maintain it and make sure it grows up and becomes a really nice functioning adult. It looks like a finger in every pie. We obviously want to make sure that our products are of the highest quality, so we have a lot to do with what goes out. But what happens inside the business day to day, our operations, the data that's being generated, the processes that are being used, and all of that, that's all part of quality. I just love logic. It's a really logical flow. Everything has its place and everything has its reason and everything talks to each other and it's all interconnected. It's really making sure that we have all of the things that we need to operate from now until, forever. Now that I'm a mum as well, I can see how much even my friends who aren't working in manufacturing, they apply logic to be able to get out the door on time, The roles that we've traditionally had, you didn't have to apply logic necessarily in a really visible way, whereas now we're in roles such as manufacturing and stuff where you can visibly apply logic and everyone's like, wow, a woman who's logical. You're like, no, this is just, you can just see it, that's all.
Power to the women here. We're all very strong women and work hard and passionate about helping people, because ultimately that's what our aim is here. Currently in our division, all the lab scientists are female, and I think women do bring a unique perspective that is necessary in technology and manufacturing and research.
My role here at Anteotech is as Chief Operating Officer, and when people ask me what that role involves, I say anything and everything. My background, I'm originally an engineer, so I did manufacturing and materials engineering. So being an engineer, I'm starting in more like resources and manufacturing, and definitely not too many women around, so there weren't too many role models, so at times it could feel a little lonely, I've got to say. I think it helps as a leadership team if you've got that diversity of thought. I think now people are realising there's sort of no excuse, because it's been demonstrated quite clearly that you do get better business outcomes.
I lead a team of 2 to 3 people. What I try to cultivate within my team is to voice their opinion It's important for me to let them know that they're being heard and they are being seen for the work that they put in, for the ideas that they bring in, no matter which position that they hold within the organization. We spend so much of our time at work, so it's important that we have a team that you can get along and you actually like spending time with. Every time we see women in leadership positions, it's one step closer to getting that normalized.
It's about being open to whatever comes your way and like not being afraid to make your own career and make your own progression as well.
There are a lot more women in these areas now, and I think what we can contribute is very valuable. So I would suggest anyone who's interested in a field to give it a go.